Aquarius. It's your girl, Javy. Aries is back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. I feel like throwing that in there as well. For Aries season 2021. Yo. It's been interesting. You've been having to work hard for it, eh? Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. There's only Pisces left. I'm doing it right after this. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit that I do, check out my website. It's justj_everything. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. You may be feeling goofy as well, silly, like fucking off when you probably should be working, when you probably should be doing something. But either way, Saturn is in the second decan of Aquarius, which is ruled by Gemini, also ultimately ruled by Mercury. And so disciplining your mind, disciplining your core self, your thoughts. Socializing may feel weird or may have been feeling weird. But let it be, socializing is a muscle that you're needing to exercise. It's not only just for good to interact, but you need to network too. I feel like something is off. I don't know. Also, something that came through Aquarius was checking the new moon in Libra video. Also, if you guys keep your intentions, check on your intentions from the Libra new moon. There may have been things that came to fruition that you need to be, celebrating some small wins. There also could be just some nuggets of information in there for you guys, but either way, that came through. Also, overeating, like stuffing yourself or drinking too much or feeling full, maybe inflamed or gassy, that could be a thing. Be careful of over or emotional eating. And also over emotional drinking. Interesting. Wow. I'm going to take that because why the fuck not? Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups were hidden in the middle of the deck. And a whole bunch of other stuff fell out that I'm not taking. But before I tap into that, happy astrological new year. Fuck yes, finally. Your ruling planet Uranus is still in the first decan of Taurus. So there is this sense of newness and rebellion and freshness in love and business, and also upheaval for some. And it's coming in by way of the Almighty, by way of the divine. This also can look like upheaval, like shit going crazy, because what Spirit has for you may be very, very different from your particular plans. And there is this concept that just came up that I've been hearing. Is people saying, oh, why does God keep putting these people in my life? Why does God keep putting me in these situations, with these relationships? And it's just God didn't have shit to do with that decision that you made. It's there is a recognition of what you're choosing versus what the divine brought into your life. Because there are those of you who ignored the shit out of some red flags before and are still blaming it on Spirit or blaming it on, oh, this is what I had to experience. It's no, you walked into that. You ignored the divine tugging at you. And so what comes up is you guys really figuring out what it feels like when the divine brings something in. And this is by way of a new cycle of physical, sexual, spiritual energy This could be a new connection with a fire sign or a new connection with a water sign, but there is abundance coming in. New connections, new opportunities, new love, new passion, new creativity. Rejuvenation. Like having the emotional wherewithal to get through something. Having the physical energy to keep pushing, to keep going, especially towards whatever it is that you're building. And with all of this etheric energy and like synchronicity and good stuff that's coming in, especially because this looks like fucking Jupiter. Jupiter being in your sign is bringing some goodness, some good stuff, finally. And you guys have been working really hard for it. And so make sure that you stay grounded. Ground, baby, ground. So, exhale, Aquarius. Smoke it if you got it. Hydrate. All the things. Because we are asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Aries season 2021. The Queen of Pentacles. It came out kind of sideways, so some of you may be, you may be new to a position or starting a new job or starting some new position or really working on a new project. In some ways, some of you also may be struggling a little bit with your self-esteem, maybe like finally readjusting your crown, getting things back in order. I feel like some of you may have, I just heard like let yourself go in some way. So interesting, the Knight of Cups was hiding in here. And I feel led to put that in front of the Queen of Pentacles actually, so that it comes out Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are having a deep rejuvenation in love and commitment in your creativity in a project. There may be someone from your past that now like things are just really blossoming and blooming. Seven of Cups hidden in there too. This looks really emotional, Aquarius. For some of you, there may be a water sign around that you are, or that's courting you, or is someone's trying to give you love and affection. There is just this renewal in the realm of love. And at the center of the reading is really your self-worth. And that's actually all that I'm pulling. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck says that it's time for you to collaborate. Some of you, I feel like also, if you're planning an event, don't be cheap. Go with who has the best reputation. Don't try to fix if something breaks in the house, don't try to fix it yourself. Call a professional to do it. Also, be careful of who you're seeking advice from. Some of you, I feel like therapy or couples therapy, not that something's wrong in the relationship, but it's just healthy to do. Just, like tune-ups on your car. Just make sure that you are like having that time really devoted to each other, be it therapy or you guys, sitting down and communing together. This could be in a group or in a business. But there is this need to get out of the lack mentality and be able to get comfortable investing in yourself, investing in a project that you're working on. I also feel like don't be getting love advice from people that have had multiple failed relationships and marriages. Like you're needing to really be guided by your own intuition and tap into what you feel, what you believe to be true. There is a lot of the divine at work, and we're going to dive into it at the plunge. I'm really excited to tap into this energy because you guys have been working really hard for it, and you deserve this goodness that's coming in. And some of you, there is someone that is on this quest of love to express to you. They may be a younger water sign or an earth sign, or have heavy water or earth placements. For those of you that are single, though, this looks like there could be an influx of just like, it's like you thought you had a drought and then bam, it's just like coming in from all sides. And so there could be a lot of emotional confusion. Make sure that you're not letting lust put you and your self-love on the back burner, or that you're not letting your desire to connect put yourself on the back burner. Also, some of you are really feeling entrepreneurial, and there's just so much that you want to do, but you don't know where to start or what to attempt first. And there is this need to breathe. Really make sure that you're getting hella grounded in reality about what will be lucrative, what is just a pipe dream, what you're actually gifted and talented at. Versus also some of you, there's like a wedding, I feel like, that you're really needing to allow yourself to, you don't need to splurge, but like get really creative so you can have what you want and not have to spend a whole bunch of money, because the Nine of Cups is champagne taste on a beer budget. So also some of you, be careful that you don't just like, oh, you met somebody and all of a sudden you fall in love and you're going to get married, or you're recommitting to something that previously was like a really fucking bad idea. Be careful. And we'll dive into it, but there is just an opportunity for some confusion, and just make sure that you are like, there's a difference between daydreaming and visualization, and make sure that you are being really productive and creative and loving in your daydreaming, but that you're still actually making moves to get shit done. And also, don't let your self-worth get muddled with someone's approach or how they love you, or if they are reaching out to you or not, or the pace with which they're reaching out to you. So you've got to find some more solid ground in the realm of how you allow yourself to be validated. For some of you, there may be someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that you're really confused by, or they are not like paying as much attention to you as you would like. I feel like Aquarius, you are actually needing to follow suit, where it's really important that you focus on your bag, especially if this is like, don't let yourself be derailed by this new love, especially if you're making progress financially and in your career. There is like healthy ways to examine and have and experience new love or a rejuvenation in an old relationship. Just make sure that everybody's still going to work, you're not calling out, you're still meeting your deadlines, still like being able to be, that you're not like arguing so much, that you're not like, you know, missing the fucking fine, you know, skimming over the fine print. Like, just make sure that you're able to, it's interesting. I rarely feel like I have to encourage you guys to allow yourself some emotional detachment, but this looks like something that, and this doesn't have to be a person, it could be a project or a passion, or like something that you are really inspired and motivated about it, but it could be a sexual relationship, or getting back together with someone. That could be a thing. But it's just like, I just want you guys to be careful that you're thinking things through, and that you're not just thinking with your genitalia, but that you are making sure that you're still getting things done and that shit still makes sense. There's a lot of, it's just, this is an influx of goodness. This is how it looks when Jupiter is hanging out in your sign. This is how it looks when Jupiter's hanging out in your sign. Stuff coming in. things that are coming in to benefit the greater good of, those around you. But also keep in mind that fucking Saturn's there too. And so it's like, don't be crazy. Get your work done. Don't put yourself in a position for Saturn to have to teach you any more fucking lessons. Though they're going to come regardless. But it's just like, don't miss the lesson. Don't make the same mistakes or restart cycles because of a lesson that you've already learned. This is a time to be really pragmatic, to get really grounded. Get your actual feet in the ground, in the earth on a regular basis, in grass. Walk around, be in nature. This is drinking. Definitely drinking more water is important. Keeping your body hydrated. Eating more fruits and vegetables, more alive foods, less processed foods. Cooking for yourself more. Taking better care of your hygiene. Being like fiscally responsible as well. Spending less money on bullshit. Taking a look at income versus expenses. It's just time to make sure that you are not perpetuating or contributing to any kind of illusions that everything's okay and everything's going to be great. I've done all the work so I don't have to do anything else because now everything's... No. Whatever it is, you're still going to have to pay attention, boo. I love you. Let's get into it. All right, Aquarius, let's get into it. I want to start off by clarifying the Ace of Wands for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season. Clearly things have heated up for y'all. Okay. This could have been an influx of like busy, a lot of work, prosperity, income, sexual energy, chemistry. Interesting. The Hierophant reverse just came out. There's definitely someone with maybe, or heavy earth placements, definitely maybe a Taurus around that maybe you had something short-lived with that maybe still like gave you life. Just because it was, short-lived doesn't mean that it didn't give you energy or you didn't get something out of it. Some of you, you're coming out of a commitment or coming out of a marriage, or maybe you are attempting an unconventional style of relationship and things are going really well. Some of you, this may be polyamory, maybe open relationships, or maybe some of you have like served someone some divorce papers or had the conversation about separation. Some of you got into a school that you wanted but maybe didn't get the financial aid, or vice versa, or something of that nature. But there is something unconventional that came in by way of unexpected means, or came in an untraditional way, that it's like an opportunity, a new start, a new beginning. Some of you, this really feels like being single in some way, or there is maybe someone that you used to be committed to that now things are good in a different way. Some of you maybe got over a legal case or a court case or something about having to appeal to someone. There could have been just things going in your favor legally, possibly, if there are legal situations going on. But I feel like some of you learned something the hard way, too. You have learned something the hard way. And it's granted you a new beginning and a new faith and a new understanding. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. Some of you, there's definitely new love coming in, or a new love offer has been given or received, new relationships. But also some of you, this is just big aspirations, big inspiration. And you need to make sure that your dreams don't just stay dreams. Because if you don't, the Knight of Cups here, right here, this little intersection, if you don't actually put work into what you want, it'll just stay a dream. It'll just stay this imagination in your head if you don't put action, grounded thought, routine, something like, a plan behind it. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. Show us how the Ace of Cups is coming in. But some of you, I just feel like where there was drought, there is now abundance. There is now plenty. There is now moisture. There is now, hell, some of you, I just feel like you weren't sexually connected to someone before, and now that has changed. Yeah, you've gotten over that. Some of you, there's been some kind of, I feel like there's been a fight, or there's been just a struggle to like defend yourself, and maybe there is a new relationship that you're having to defend. Maybe you just got out of a commitment and now you're in a new relationship and you're having to defend yourself to your friends or to like yourself, like trying to not feel guilty, or defending it to an old partner. They may be younger than you. Yeah, some of you are stuck on caring about what other people think. There is some certain kind of self-imposed confusion or self-imposed stagnation that I feel like is really starting to wash away in Aries season. Wow, the Lovers came out too. There is definitely a new relationship or something that you are now falling in love with. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Because I feel like you've been dreaming about something for a while and you've been wanting to create it, and now you're moving forward towards, an art project, writing, there's something, singing, dancing, creating, designing. For some of you, maybe it's motherhood also. Some of you may be pregnant or have a friend or a daughter or someone close to you that's pregnant. But some of you, I feel like, are really on a quest to treat yourselves better. If that's anything that you take away from this, if there's no new love coming in, there is this new awareness to be on a quest to really declare your love to yourself and your body, and to treat your body better, and to fall in love with nature and what is available to you, the resources that are available to you. It's just time to make heart-based decisions. I didn't ask for all that, but Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Knight of Swords, Page of Wands coming in. There's definitely something about collaboration and moving forward in whatever it is that you're inspired by, because let's say you're inspired to get fit and to treat your body better. There's public recognition and reward for that. People noticing, seeing how, oh, you're glowing, you seem better, you feel better, excuse me. But you guys need to make sure that you're not doing it for someone, that you're not getting better to impress someone or to, it's like, it just needs to be about you, especially if it's another air sign, especially if they're a Gemini. It's just like, don't be looking to please some, or don't be looking for the approval from someone else, especially if they've already been like cold or weird towards you, especially if they're a Gemini. It's about forming a new relationship with yourself. Please clarify. And I've already said enough about that. Actually, if there is a earth sign, what's the advice for the earth sign if they're Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for Aries season. If they're dealing with someone with heavy earth placements, what's the advice? This may make sure you're not rebounding. Make sure that you trust your gut. If somebody's treating you like an option, don't be a groupie. Keep it fucking moving. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And I feel like some of you are heavily dishonoring your body or not treating your body the right way. Or like you're coming into an awareness of just like how you can be better to yourself. There is just some breakthrough that's happening in the realm of, I'm not keeping all those, but there's some breakthrough that's happening in the realm of like, some of you may be going on a trip, or maybe maybe it's a like psychedelic trip or a physical trip, where you go inward or you go somewhere and you really get in touch with the ways that you have hurt someone or hurt yourself, or the ways that you have been betraying yourself, and you get an opportunity to turn your back on that and really heal the ways that you've been hurt, and heal the ways that you have betrayed yourself. And please clarify the Seven of Cups. How can they clear up any confusion? Because I think that if you don't deal with like harnessing your emotionality and your love and your creativity into the correct avenues, the closer we get to Taurus season, it'll start to feel muddy. It'll start to feel confusing. You will lose touch of the inspiration. It's like the inspiration comes in and you need to act on it when it comes. Don't let weeks and weeks go by and you just kind of, it could fizzle out, Aquarius. So it's just like, act on the inspiration whenever it comes, because something could very much so fizzle out and get confusing towards Taurus season. And if you've already been in this cycle again before with some person, that it gets hot and heavy, and then it fucking fizzles out, and then hot and heavy, and then fizzles out. It's like a misplacement of your energy. And you already know it. The blindfold's already off, and it's time for you to stop ignoring yourself and allow yourself to go inward and isolate so you can deal with any residual pain. And then bam, so that you can really step into your power and really look at the ways that you've allowed yourself to be diminished, and how you can really pick yourself back up so that you can get into this firm foundation of happiness that you deserve. Because the tables are turning, the scales are recalibrating. Remember I said there's something for y'all in that new moon, full moon in Libra video. Look at whichever you feel called towards, the new moon in Libra from a while ago, or the full moon in Libra video that I just did. There is something there, a little gem for you. So that's a test for you guys to tap into your intuition and see whether you feel called to listen to the new or the full moon video. But there is this certain listening and honoring of yourself, this telling it like it really is, and telling it to yourself, so that you can really do some retroactive thinking and some emotional and mental inventory, so that you can really see how you can level yourself back up. What you don't want to be perceived like, what you don't want to behave like, what kind of treatment and behavior you don't want to deal with anymore, so that you can really get into a happy place. Definitely some of you are getting married, or there is a recommitment or something, or some kind of like event or celebration. There could be a lot of bickering or arguing about it, but it's time for you to really invest all of your experience and knowledge into giving back, into really equalizing the playing field in your life. You got this. I love you.